Okay, let's go ahead and begin. As you're aware, this session will be recorded. So if you haven't already, please go ahead and take the time to mute yourself, turn off your video. And at the end of the session, we will make sure to open it up for question. You can unmute yourself. You can use our chat feature. So just wait till the end. My name is Karen Padine. I am the program specialist for the Masters of Science program. And I will be jumping on towards the second half of the presentation to give you an overview of the application process. But till then, I'm going to pass on over to our program director. I'll let her introduce herself and she'll give you an overview of the program.
Okay, hello everybody, and welcome to the info session of MSF program. And I'm appreciate and thank you for your interest in our program. And I'm the finance faculty director and to MSF. Okay, I will start with some general introduction about the program, and then Cameron will assist me and talk about the application procedure, and then we will leave more time for you to the QA session. Okay, so first, people wonder like what we can do with the finance degree and what are the finance jobs in the market. So here is the list, but not limited to the typical finance jobs, the corporate finance. So you work for the business, okay, all kind of business in the industry. And then investment banking, you work for both the buy and the sell side. And the buy, like you assist the either institutions or individuals, okay, to invest, okay, or the sell side. So you work for investment banks and then to issue or sell the securities like bonds, stocks, and many more others. And then portfolio management, this is similar to financial analysts. So hedge fund, this is the buy side, and then private equity, venture capital, so investment as well, but just a more hybrid and then complicated investment combinations. Commercial banking, so this is like a more financial service you provided, okay, from different lines, like credit analysts or the tellers or the credit, okay, the credit issue, credit reviewers. Financial planning, so this is similar to private equity or financial analysts, okay, and some investment analysts, okay, and like a CFP, Chartered Financial Planning. So this kind of work. Insurance, financial consultations, yeah, similarly. So next page. Okay, the competition is tough, okay, because the field is highly competitive, demand of multiple skills, negotiation skills, communication skills, technical skills, of course, and the quantitative skills. And entry-level financial analysts compete in the market for financial talent, okay, and then the employers prefer the candidates with the advanced degree, MS degree, and then the CFA, okay, the Chartered Financial Analysts recognition. So therefore, traditional four-year program is no longer adequate for the training. And yeah, so here we offer the program here. Next page. Next. Okay, so talk about our program. So these are all the recognition of our program. So we are a CSB program, and then we have CFA affiliation. Okay, can you go to the next page? And then, yeah, so explanations or more introduction about the each recognition. So number one, ACSB. So ACSB, the full name is Association to Advanced Collegiate Schools Business International. So only about 30% of the business schools in the US are ACSB accreditation. And then we have both the college level and the program level recognition. Next page. Yes. Okay, so the recent two reviews or the ranking provided by Money. Okay, so we, the College of Business is the best college in America by value. So they offer the best value for your money, okay, the best economic value, okay, so according to more than 20,000 data points, okay, on cost and the quality. So next page. And this is the data from 2019, and we are number 13, the California State, the CSU Long Beach, so College of Business. Okay, so next page. So the benefits and the features. The program is a 12-month program. So from fall 2022 to summer 23. Okay, 2023. Okay, and then most of the courses are offered in evening and then occasionally, okay, but rarely we have Saturday morning classes to accommodate students with a full-time job. It's a cohort based, so you have the same group. So far we have one session each cohort, so about 30 students. So it's a cohort based, okay, so facilitate the networking opportunities among your classmates. And opportunity to do with real life investment portfolios because we have the BIG program, and we will talk more about the BIG program in later slides. And we have CFA prep package integrated into the program, and then we cover, okay, the program will pay for the CFA, the prep package, the Kaplan, the preparation, the package. And it's not required to pass the CFA for the degree to confer, but we encourage our students, okay, to take the CFA during or after the program. Okay, and so we order the proper package for the students, and we also get the electronic platform for the students to use the test bank from a Kaplan, but also the notes and then a lot more features. Okay, and then we also have a Python training and in summer, and following the summer Python training online. Okay, it's not on site, so it's like a self-paced, the online training. And then we do offer several synchronous Zoom sessions with the professors. And then in each semester, so fall 2022 and 2023 spring, okay, spring 2023, and at least 1 or 2 courses per semester will have a Python programming embedded, okay, the skills, the assignments, the project, okay, in the course. So you are able to keep polishing your Python programming skills throughout the program. And yeah, access to extensive CSULB alumni network. Okay, you know the size of the school, and then yeah, we have a very strong, okay, alumni network in COB, and we have a career advising center and other workshops available. Okay, so actually we offer so many opportunities. Usually they come to me and to ask me keep sending emails to remind students of these events. So it's kind of like we supply more than the demand. Students are quite busy with the coursework, and then we offered so many opportunities. And actually, I have to promise that like a bonus points, okay, for those attendants or participants, okay. And yes, recently our program is a CFA university affiliation. And then for this, and we can offer CFA student scholarships. So when the students register to take the CFA exams, and then they can get the registration fee waiver and also have a test fee reduction. Next slide. Okay, so the program is a state side. Okay, it's a state supported, which means it's way more affordable than the programs, okay, in nearby schools and even in the nation. Okay, so the cost is approximately $19,000 for a California resident, and $30,000 for non-California residents. And we have ISA, so student assistantships available. We have MSF programs. We have MS program in accountancy, marketing, information systems, and then we also have several modes of MBA programs. So which means we have a huge demand of assistantships. Okay, not just our program, and then but also other graduate programs. Okay, so there are many positions available, okay, to hire our MSF students. And but we don't have we don't have scholarships. So we don't like waive the tuition, but if you have time, you are interested and then you value the opportunities, and you can get these paid assistantships. Okay, and then we have a Bloomberg terminal, and the students are encouraged to use. We have a quite a luxury package. So we have 12 Bloomberg terminals in our computer lab, and the professors also direct the students to do some Bloomberg related projects. And then students after the training, they can take the Bloomberg certified, and then to strengthen their competitiveness in the market. And our class, taught by a diverse faculty with a combination of a CFA, PhD professors, and some practitioners. We have like the VP from the bank, and then we have the VP from the hedge fund and the investment companies. Next slide. Okay, so this is the setup of the curriculum. So this is a 12-month program and 30 semester hours. So we have 12 hours in fall semester. That's 4 courses. Okay, so far, the fall and the spring courses we schedule them in the evening. Okay, so and in the past 3 cohorts, we don't schedule the classes in like on the weekend. Okay, so 12 hours, so 4 courses in fall and 4 courses in spring, and then 2 courses in summer. And the plus, after your 2 courses in 2 summer courses, and you will take a comprehensive exam. Okay, next slide. Okay, so this is about the fast track students. So fast track, I don't know if we have, can you give me a reaction if you are the fast track student? Fast track students are the undergraduates from our college or students with majored in econ.
Yeah, so if you are a current Cal State Long Beach student, either a junior or a senior, college of business major, econ major, one of those.
So as a fast track, the fast track means fast track application. You have the same curriculum, but for the application, you can waive certain materials. Yeah, we can skip this one if we don't have any fast tracker in the audience. Okay, so applicants generally, who don't have the desired undergraduate preparation, for example, you are not a business major, and then you can be accepted, and on the condition to complete our summer course, summer 2022. So that would be Finance 501. So financial management concept, and then we have both online and a regular course, and this summer it will be online only. Okay, so you need to take and pass with a B or better. Okay, and then officially eligible to start a program in the fall semester. So for non-business majors. Okay, and all the students will take the Python training, are required to take the Python training. But we don't have the bar, like you have to pass or fail the Python training. But the Python training is, because we get a lot of feedback from the employers, and then they insist, like they like our graduates and our the program's graduates, but they would like to see more the Python programming skills. Like the response with the feedback from a PIMCO, the nearby big companies, and then so we offer these package. Okay. Yes, next. Okay, so as I mentioned, our program, the curriculum is aligned with the CFA topics, and the main focus of the MSF program is to meet their increasing demand. Okay, for finance professionals. Okay, especially those who want to have a CFA designation or the CFA topic at the training. So different from a general finance program, the CFA focus on the financial analysts. So these are the topics being tested. So ethical professional standards, quantitative methods, econ, financial reporting and analysts, corporate finance, equity investments, fixed income, derivatives, alternative investments, portfolio management, and wealth planning. And then we have these 9 courses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it's a 9 courses. Derivatives and alternative investments are covered by 680. And then, as I mentioned, we have 10 courses. So how about the 10th course? The 10th course is a CAP course. 691 will be the last course students take in summer. So for you guys, will be summer 2023. So this is the course to prepare the students to take their comprehensive exam. And then also prepare the students, okay, for the CFA exam. Next. Okay, as I promised, okay, what is the BIG program? BIG is a student managed funded program. So, okay, so far we have 3 separate portfolios, okay, totaling about $1 million. And the students are managed in a team-oriented presentation intensive environment. Okay, and the students are encouraged to use the 12 Bloomberg terminals for the research and the class-related activities. And the quality of the BIG program is reflected in the success of its alumni. Okay, a number of them, okay, have gone to work at the prestigious investment firms, Goldman Sachs, PIMCO, okay, Wilshire, and more. Okay. The recent cohort, okay, as far as I know, recent cohort, we have a 27. We have a 20 recent cohort. The graduate cohort, we have maybe more than 30 or more. And I know 3 students are currently like hired by PIMCO. Next. Okay, this is about the Bloomberg terminals. Let me see anything I need to go over here. Okay, the resources available and incorporated to our coursework. Okay, so this is the platform, and then the investors, okay, the professionals use in real life. So students are able to get real world experience, okay, after the training. Yes, next.
And then that is it for Cindy's portion. Thank you, Cindy. And then I've been coughing nonstop behind the scenes here, so I'm gonna really hope I get through these slides without coughing. So bear with me because I know this is recording. In order to apply, you need a 4-year degree from a regionally accredited university. In the past, students would be required to sit for the GMAT or the GRE, but however, for the fall 22 term, it is waived. We're not 100% sure if the fall 2023 term, that's a mouthful, 2023 term will be waived. I'm assuming yes, but we don't know for sure yet, but feel free to follow up with us in a couple months to see if it will be waived for the next term. You will be required to submit an updated resume. You will be required to submit a video statement of purpose, also referred to as a video recording. You will be required to submit a short answer written statement, also referred to as a short essay question, and then 2 letters of recommendation are required. The entire online application is done online via the CalC Apply system. For international students, the deadline for fall 2022 has actually already passed. The deadline was April 1st. And then for domestic applicants, the application deadline is approaching. It will be June 1st. The application itself has 4 different quadrants you're going to be required to complete, and I'll walk you through each one of those quadrants in the upcoming slides. There is a $70 application fee. There is no fee waiver for the application fee. I get asked that a lot. Is there a fee waiver we offer? And unfortunately, no, there isn't. So it is $70. And then you will be required to submit your transcripts and any test scores, like any English language test scores like TOEFL or anything like that, will be sent directly to enrollment services after you submit your CalC Apply application. So you don't have to upload any transcripts or anything like that into the actual system. Like I said, entire application is done online via CalC Apply. So you're going to go ahead, you're going to go and create a profile. So you're going to use a email address that you check on the regular, and then you're going to create a password, and then you want to make sure it's an email address again that you check on the regular, because if enrollment services has any questions, or if we have any questions about your application, whatever email address you use for CalC Apply is the one that we're going to use to contact you. So you're going to go in, you're going to select that you're applying for fall 2022, and you're applying as a graduate student. The application itself, like I said, has 4 different quadrants. In order to pay your application fee, you want to make sure you have 4 green circles like you see here on the screen, and that will mean your application is complete. The first quadrant is going to be personal information. So here you're just going to give us all your background information, contact information, any demographic information, things like that. And you want to make sure you have check marks all the way down like you see on the left-hand side. The second quadrant is going to be academic history. There's actually going to be 4 different sections here. I know here it only says 3, but the first section is going to be colleges attended, and pretty straightforward. You're just going to list all the colleges you attended in the past. So where you went for community college, if you did attend one, where you went or are currently going for your bachelor's degree. Below that, there will be transcript entry. Here, if you already graduated, you already got your bachelor's degree, you can leave this section blank. You could just check off, say, I'm not submitting any information. You don't have to sit there and type out every single course you ever took, and you don't have to upload any transcripts into a section. If you are a current student, so you're in your last semester or you're finishing up this summer, you're just going to go ahead and type out the classes you have left to take. And that's it. Again, you don't have to upload any transcripts, and you don't have to sit there and type out every single course you ever took. The next section is going to be GPA entries. Here, you're just going to go ahead and give us your best guess of what you believe your GPA was or is. Regardless of Enrollment Services, is going to go back into the system and update your GPA once they do their own evaluation, but just go ahead and give us your best guess here. And then under standardized tests, this is for GMAT and GRE. As I said, both are waived for the fall 2022 term. So you could just check off and say that you received a waiver for the TOEFL or anything like that. Again, you're going to submit those scores directly to Enrollment Services after you apply. The third quadrant, there's going to be a lot here that you can skip. So there's 3 different sections. There's going to be an experience section, achievement, and statement of purpose. So for experiences and achievements, you're going to leave both of those blank. You can just go ahead and check off and say, I am not submitting any information. Below that, it will be statement of purpose, but this is not the same statement of purpose I was referring to earlier. This one is more towards undergraduate students. There will be a text box there, so just go ahead and type in the text box. I am submitting directly to the department. It won't let you move on to the next quadrant unless you type something in the text box. So just make sure just to type, I'm submitting directly to the department. And then you move on to the 4th and final quadrant, which is the most important one. This is the one that me and Cindy will be reviewing entirely to determine your admission into the program. And there's going to be 3 different sections here: a question section, documents, and recommendations. So the first section is going to be questions. As I stated before, you are required to submit a video recording and short essay question. So for video recording, it could be anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes long, and you're going to answer the following question: what are your career goals in the next 3 to 5 years, and what in your imagination would be your long-term dream job? You can use YouTube, you can use Google Drive, whatever video platform you use. You just want to make sure the link is set up to public so we are able to see it. If it's set to private, we won't be able to, and then I'll have to email you and ask you to update the link. So just make sure it's set to public and to begin with. And then below that will be short essay question. So like a statement of purpose, but instead it's like a short essay question, because it's the 1,500 character limit, not word limit. So with character limit, it should only be 1 to 2 paragraphs tops, so nothing super lengthy. And you're going to answer the following question: describe a time when you dealt with someone who was difficult. How did you handle that situation? What would you do differently if you could do it over again? So again, only 1 to 2 paragraphs tops. You're going to copy and paste your short essay question and your video recording link to the questions tab within quadrant 4. The second section is going to be documents. So here, very straightforward. All you have to do is upload your updated resume. That's it. Nothing else, no transcript, no certificates, anything like that, just your updated resume. The last and final section is going to be recommendations. So here, 2 letters of recommendation are required, and you want your recommenders to be someone who you have a professional or a academic relationship with. So professional, supervisor, manager, academic, like a previous or current professor or faculty. And then you want them to answer or include these bullet points into their letter. And then I can send you a copy of this presentation, so you can always refer back to the slide and literally copy and paste these bullet points to your recommender. They should provide a short summary or description of their history with you, whether you're a manager, supervisor, professor. Have them give us a list of characteristics they believe you have that will help you excel in the program. Have them give us examples or specific examples or contributions that you brought to the workplace or the classroom, and then have them close it with a strong closing statement endorsing you to the program. So within the application itself, you're going to type in their first name, last name, and email address. Once you input their information to the system, it will automatically send an email with a link, and they're going to type out their letter, and they're going to upload the letter to the link, and it's going to come directly back to the system. So you don't have to worry about requesting a letter, having them send them to you and then send them to us. So it helps make it really streamlined. And then that's going to be it. Once you're done with the letters of recommendation, you should have your 4 green circles and your application is complete. You can pay the $70 application fee, and it's going to be sent directly to Enrollment Services, who will then probably like 4 or 5 days later will go ahead and send you an email confirming they received your application. They'll send your Cal State Long Beach student ID number. And then once you get that Cal State Long Beach student ID number, you then can submit your transcripts in. So for domestic applicants, you have the opportunity to submit your official transcripts electronically, and you could give your admissions and records this email address, and they'll send the transcript electronically, or you can mail in physical copies. But for domestic applicants, it has to be official transcripts. Unofficial transcripts are not accepted. For international applicants, for the admissions purpose, for the review process itself, Enrollment Services is allowing international students to submit unofficial documents via email. You'll email those unofficial documents to the email address on the screen, include your your Cal State Long Beach ID number. And then once you're admitted into the program, you will be required to submit official sealed transcripts, mark sheets, degrees, copy of your degree cert, all that stuff, graduation cert, directly to the mailing address on the screen. But for admissions purposes, because it does take a long time for some applicants who went to school internationally to submit their documents, they will, again, for the admissions process, do unofficial transcripts. Okay, some frequently asked questions. Can the MSF program be completed part-time? No, it is a full-time program, as Cindy instructed, and then classes are usually during weekdays, evenings, start at 7 o'clock until 9:45, and then on some semesters, we may have a Saturday morning class. Let's see, what is the cost of the MSF program? Cindy already went over this. For California residents, approximately around $19,000. For non-California residents, approximately around $30,000. And then, do you provide CFA test prep? Yes, we do. We will, during the summertime, go ahead and start collecting that information for you, and then we'll provide that for you, so then you could go ahead and prep for the CFA, and our curriculum does mirror the CFA. And that is going to be it. So at this point, we're opening up to you all. So if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to type out your questions in the chat box, and then we'll go from there. Question is regarding experiences and achievements section of the application. I'm assuming the rest of the question is coming. if that section has already been filled out, should we revisit and remove all the content? No, it's totally fine. You don't have to go back and update your application. Unfortunately, no one's going to look at that section. Enrollment Services really only focuses on the first quadrant, the second quadrant, and then the last one. Again, the fourth quadrant is the big one that at least me and Cindy focus on, but I know Enrollment Services does focus on mainly the first two quadrants for CalState Apply. The third quadrant's mostly for undergraduate students, but again, it's fine. You don't have to go back and update it. Next question, is the application process the same for fast track applicants? I raised my hand earlier, but I don't think it was the same. So if you are for fast track, if you are a current undergraduate student, so you're at Cal State Long Beach, a junior or a senior in College of Business, or you have an economics undergraduate degree, then you are eligible to apply for fast track. There is a separate application for that. So if you do fall into that category, you can just email me directly at the email address right here on the screen, msf@csulb.edu, and I will send you the online application, and then it will get reviewed by me and some other individuals. And then if you are approved, you then will send you the instructions on how to CalState apply. Maria, if you are graduating this spring, like this week is your last week, like your last semester in the program, then email me ASAP so then we could figure everything out for you. Next question. What are your assistance for students with disabilities? Will you require students to submit testing and class accommodations? So yes, we do have assistance, of course, and resources for students who have any disabilities. When it comes to testing, like documentation or class accommodation, especially for class accommodations, like the director and I and the student and other services on campus, we can meet separately, figure out what those services or class accommodations we can give to the student. So that definitely, we have those services, but it depends, I guess you can say, on type of disability, and what we'll go from there to determine what services we can provide. But of course, yes, there is. Okay, so next question seems like it's more geared towards Finance 501. So for students who don't have a finance background, Cindy, is there anything, other skill sets that you recommend students to brush on during the summertime besides Finance 501?
Okay, so after June 1st, and our newly admitted students will receive a document and listing the resources we would like the students to explore and then to polish their skills in different area. Okay. Yeah, so in that document we have some like an online course suggested, like statistics, Excel skills, accountancy. Okay.
All great questions so far. Let us know if you have any more questions.
Okay, so the students, have a greater desire and to finance jobs and collect enough courage to tackle the challenge. The work, as I mentioned, the pace is intensive, and many students have a full-time job, and it's 4 courses per semester, and graduate courses, and across different topics in finance field. For example, in fall semester, you will face quantitative classes. So quantitative skills and topics include probability, regressions, different hypothetical tests. And then you have investment courses. you have advanced level corporate finance, and then you have a financial report, statement analysis, so accounting courses. So it's not like in each semester you have 4 courses, but many overlaps. So actually there are 4 distinct courses. And in spring semester, you have another group of 4 courses. So the more advanced investment related topics. So fixed income, derivatives, and plus another 2 related discipline. One is econ, and then the other is financial institutions, in which we have ethical, the professional standards, the content. And so how personal do you think people would should be? So you are eager to succeed, and you have a great interest in this field, and then you demonstrate a strong academic performance in your undergraduate program. And for some students, okay, even you have not like a perfect GPA or not a desirable GPA, but at least we are able to see your potential, like your GPA, your score improve from year by year, and then you have a much higher upper division GPA. So persistence is also a trait I would like to see in our candidates. Because some students, they have quite good scores in fall semester and even spring, but in the summer 2 courses, they burned out and then they gave up at the last moment. And then I really see their pain, but it's also a pain on Karen and me. We do have some students fail the program in the past. Okay, but honestly, I don't think it is because of academic performance. It's just that they don't have enough, enough, let me see, what is to courage, okay, persistence, okay, to get the whole deal. Perseverance, yes, perseverance, the last minute. Can we submit a term at any time in the other level? Okay, Karen, can you? Yeah.
So in regards to transcripts, after you apply, you want to go ahead and request your transcripts as soon as possible. And then once you get your Cal State Long Beach issued ID, then submit your transcripts as soon as possible, because your application will just be sitting there pending. Your application will not be complete and be submitted to us for a review until you submit official transcripts in. Cindy, that'll probably be for you.
Okay, is there anything you prefer to see from applicants who come from non-business backgrounds? Okay, so if you have a non-business college majors, but you work in finance-related jobs, or you have an experience, or you have some quantitative skills trained, and most of them within the physical therapy and so like direct exposure to finance. Okay, so I would like to see that you have some training. Okay, for example, like as I mentioned, the econ, statistical, Excel, Python programming, and then or like okay, what's your career plan next step? Like you have the aim, okay, clearly, like you want to do some financial level, okay, in related to health administration, and you are eager to take a path, okay, to that goal, and you are prepared, and you have a well understanding about the challenge you have to face, and those can compensate or make up the weakness, okay, from your education.
Great questions so far. So we are about 45 minutes in at this point. If you have any additional questions, if you can't think of anything else right now, but let's say later on you remember something, you're more than welcome to email me at msf@csulb.edu, and I will. There was one last question that came in. You probably joined a little later. What is a GRE score requirement? We do not have a GRE score requirement. The GRE is waived. So we do not, yes, I can see that. Yeah, you did join later in the presentation. So we do not require GRE for the fall 2022 term. I don't know if that will be the same for fall 2023. You'll have to email us back in a couple months to see if we will be requiring the GMAT for fall, or the GMAT or the GRE for fall 2023, but for fall 2022, it is waived. Okay, so like I said, this presentation was recorded. So if you did come on a little later, you want to come back on and go ahead and review some of the information we went over, you can revisit this presentation, this recording. I'll also send you the slides. Most likely I'll send it to you on Monday. So I'll go ahead and wrap up the presentation, and thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Thank you for all the great questions and for staying on this long.